morning, Cleveland County. Here we are at a flower farm. No, we're not going to eat flowers, but I guess we could.
We could.
Well, there we go. I'm with two lovely ladies. We have Sandy D. She and I are kindred spirits. She's from Montana, and I'm from South Dakota. So we're from way far from here, but we have migrated here to North Carolina, and it's lovely for your flowers. I'm sure you have plenty of water here and plenty of sun and heat that makes these flowers so good. And I'm here for the muscadines. That's not the reason, but I'm just happen to grow muscadines. And I also have Vicky, is it Tessner?
Limeberry.
Lineberry
Yes.
here. Look at her earrings. They're flower earrings.
All about
A-
flowers
and
here.
Vicky helps Sandy. Am I correct with
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Good.
Vicky is my friend, but on Monday she's my worker.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's even better.
Even better.
Except, can you give her orders?
She does take. Yeah, she does. She doesn't get her feelings hurt. So it works out really well.
Well, that's great. Now, notice what we're behind, or really what's behind us. We have these huge flowers, and we're also looking at a butterfly right here. So I'm sure you have all the pollinators in the world. There just was a pollinator assessment a couple weekends ago, and that's put on by NC State, but that's probably another story for us. So we notice here that these are cut flowers. So tell us a little bit about how you got started, Sandy.
Okay, well, I have been growing flowers, just flowers, for about 5 straight years now, and the last 2 years I've been doing it full time. So, my passion was originally started out with growing my own food, and I would take some to the market, but I started to always bring flowers with me as well. And I just noticed that there was so much good positive energy when I interacted with my customers with the flowers
Of course.
that I enjoyed that much more than selling the vegetables. So I started switching just to just flowers. And by 2018, we moved here in 2008. By 2018, I started mainly switching everything to flowers. So I just love to be outside. My farm is called Little Big Sky Flowers because I grew up in the Big Sky state of Montana.
Right.
And when we found our property, it was really one of the only properties I found that was not treed in. And so it offers you a big sky view, which the flowers love because we have plenty of sun, like you said.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, and so Vicky, you became friends with Sandy,
Yes,
And-
I actually come to pick blueberries
Okay.
from her blueberry bushes.
but you also have a flower business as well.
Yes, I've always worked with flowers, doing weddings and events, and
Mhm.
freelancing for other designers and different places, and
Okay.
so always had a love for flowers.
So I'm sure Sandy's learned some things from you as
Oh,
well.
we've learned a lot from each other.
From each other.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
what
great
that I mean
mix.
that's a perfect
Mhm.
way to go. So you mentioned that your place is not really for looking at because as we can see over here, and I'm sure we'll get some shots of that, you have really cut off probably the prettiest of the flowers, and that's because you're making bouquets out of these flowers. So that is just fascinating. I would not have thought that, we wouldn't see like all these sunflowers. And of course, probably these you're getting ready to cut off to make bouquets. Well, here in just a little bit, viewers, we're going to go inside Sandy's shop and see how she's put all these beautiful flowers together.
Sounds good.
Yes. Now, what are these back behind us now that we're talking?
Okay, so the ones that are right behind us are called Tithonia. They're also known as the Mexican sunflower. They
Oh,
are, yeah, and
yes.
they're super easy just to throw the seed in the ground. Literally, I probably put 100 seeds in right here, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and this is what happened. And there's no maintenance on it at all. And the pollinators, this is probably one of their favorites here in our area. So I do not use this as a cut flower because it doesn't hold in a vase. So I
Oh.
don't do anything with this besides enjoy looking at it. Yeah.
Well,
So
okay.
there's one
you
thing.
can't.
There's a
yeah.
few places, but this
Yeah.
over here, Deborah, is Basically, it was a really beautiful stand of sunflowers. I've been harvesting off of this stand of sunflowers for probably about 3 weeks. And so I've been taking these sunflowers to the market, but right now they're just waning. There's not that many good ones. And plus, we're in the phase right now of switching all the warm, this is a warm season flower, the sunflower, and we are in the process of taking all our warm season flowers and ripping them out if we're done harvesting and replacing cool season flowers here. So we're going to take these out, retill, and we're going to direct seed and put a new flower in that's called lemon mint or monarda, which is a cool season. We won't see it until next spring though.
Wow.
So
of
that's a lot
course
of
not.
information, I know.
Well, no. That's what our viewers want to know.
Okay.
They want to learn about agriculture here in Cleveland County,
Right.
and you have just told us a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I notice you have plastic down,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no plastic here. Why would that be?
Well, so this was because the stand of sunflowers were so thick and it produced so well. Basically, I didn't have to put anything down because the sunflowers suppressed a lot of the weeds. once
Choked out the weeds.
Right.
Yes.
So they choked it out. But I do, because we have wiregrass here,
Yes.
which is a deal breaker sometimes as far as when you're growing in this region. You have to use some kind of weed suppression. That's where the black plastic comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of the farmers out there use that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. 100%.
Because of that. But
Right.
that's fascinating that if they're prolific and if they grow fast, they would
Fast, yeah.
choke out the weeds.
They beat the weeds.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is just most interesting. Do you buy some of your flowers here, Vicki?
Oh, yes. Try to buy as much as I can here because, I mean, local flowers are the most beautiful flowers.
Yes.
And it's so nice when they come from a grower like Sandy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
Are you local yourself?
I am. I'm from Kings Mountain as well.
Okay.
Yes.
And thank you for saying Kings Mountain. We are in Kings Mountain. Sandy's farm is here, and she sells at the farmer's market here in Kings Mountain. So that's where we are related with Cleveland County Kitchen. We're not going to cook flowers today, but we're going to see where the beautiful bouquets come from and learn about what we're doing.
Yep.
So thank you so much. And we're going to move on to your shop, Sandy.
We're headed to the flower barn.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
She gets her hair from her mom, her eyes from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Fact: more people die from drug overdoses than from car crashes or gun violence. And over 50% of those deaths are from prescription drugs. Prescription drug abuse is preventable. 1. Secure and take regular inventory of our medications. 2. Dispose of unused or expired medications. 3. Share this message with others. Be aware, don't share, lock your meds.
Washington Outreach Ministries is one of the largest emergency food pantry in Cleveland County. We feed about 15,000 people a month. We have bi-weekly distribution every other Friday, and we serve them with all type of product, not just food product, but all type of necessities. Anything that they need, we have here and we can supply it. Food is available every day, but we offer bi-weekly distribution so the mass of Cleveland County can come through and enjoy some of the food products that we have here.
Someone once said that without music, life would be a mistake. And that's how we feel here on Face the Music. Hi, I'm Summer Castle-Keever, and I'd love for you to join me each month on our new program, Face the Music, which airs on C19 TV and C19.tv. Each month, we'll highlight the talents, personalities, and stories behind some of the area's most gifted singers, songwriters, and musicians. It's going to be a lot of fun, so join me each month for a new edition of Face the Music right here on C19.
Well, Sandy, thank you for inviting us into your space. What a lovely space. And I hear this isn't the only reason for this place, but it's because you offer workshops as well. So maybe we can assemble something while you're talking about your workshops that you offer to the public.
Okay, that sounds good. So what I'll do is I'll assemble A market bouquet that I take to the farmers markets. I do my big harvest on Thursday and Fridays. I'm in here making all the bouquets for the markets on Saturday, but today is Monday. So I have a small selection, and I will go and just kind of make a bouquet like I do, and I can talk about different things.
Okay, I think that's fine,
Okay.
please.
All right. Well, I'm going to just start building the bouquet, which I always tell people there's no such thing as an ugly bouquet. Anyone can do
Thank
it.
you for that. For those of us that are not oriented to this,
I feel
but we
like
don't have the variety, though, I will tell you.
it is a luxury when you have a variety, that's for sure. But yes, we've done classes in here. I have I advertise them on my webpage, my social media.
Okay.
And I have a couple coming up. In the past, I've done lavender wreath making, amaryllis bulb planting. Let's see, I have done a U-pick. We didn't get to that this season. This season, we're gonna go straight into, we're gonna do decoupage of pumpkin, and that entails getting pressed flower petals, and, which I work on kind of all year round. I press petals, and then we get white pumpkins, and then you come and you design the pumpkin.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's one fun class, and then we're gonna do a Thanksgiving centerpiece with dried flowers, and then we're gonna do an evergreen wreath. So I hope people might wanna look forward to doing those things. It's fun. We just come in here and we recreate. So, and it's always fun, because I feel like as people are working, I'm gonna jump around over here and grab
Yep,
these.
yep, that's
As
fine.
people are working with their hands and they're looking at, something beautiful that nature gives us, I feel like that you kind of create community in a way that you can't really do that in other places. We've got nature, we've got flowers, and it just kind of makes everyone in a good mood.
Oh, of course, that's what flowers are supposed to do.
Definitely. What do you think about these marigolds?
Oh, they're
Like those?
beautiful, yes.
So as I make the bouquet, I just kind of spin. It's called the spiral bouquet technique. And I kind of pick different shapes and sizes.
And that's a coxcomb?
That is a coxcomb.
Very good.
Good job.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I just kind of choose different textures, greenery, flowers. I have a couple different varieties of eucalyptus that are really, really useful in making the bouquets. It's probably been one of my favorite greeneries to use. And this one is called parvifolia. And all of these, again, are warm season. So it's starting to wane. These are all warm season flowers. Isn't that pretty smelling? Yeah, it's very light and airy. So I'm just going to keep spinning the bouquet.
Oh, and what is that?
This maroon is called splendid mahogany.
And it's a what?
This is, it's a warm season, I would say green. It's not green.
Well, no, but it's, you would grow it in the summer, which is what
Exactly,
you've done.
yes.
Right.
And I do also sell to a wholesale company out of Winston-Salem.
My goodness.
And
Sandy.
I was going to say, this is one of the products a floral designer would buy at a wholesale more so. But the company that I sell for is called Stems, STEMZ, and it's an up-and-coming company. They've been a company for 5 years. Some ladies started it. They're really, really awesome, and it's one of my favorite ones to harvest for. I do that harvesting today, and I'll deliver for my wholesale account tomorrow.
Okay, so, and you drive it over there?
I do. It's called, I drive it to Derrida, and they have a cooler on the side of that building that goes to Stems, and someone from Winston-Salem comes and picks those flowers up from a bunch of other local farmers.
Yes.
So the local flower, farmer movement has really picked up, and there's a big market for flowers. You think about all the reasons we use them, so it's definitely growing. And I think that there's lots of different ways you can go. Like, for example, here, I do the markets and the workshops, but I do dabble in the wholesale. So it's kind of fun, but I'm just going to keep spinning. And let's see, what do we not have? We've got zinnias. We have the cosmos, which is one of my favorites, the way it kind of just bounces around. We got the marigolds, which is edible. We could do a salad.
Oh, of course, yes.
How about, I think we need one of these celosias. Let me jump over
Okay,
here.
that's fine.
This right here is
Oh, celosia.
This is another celosia. This is called Summer Shimmer.
Oh, it's
How beautiful is
lovely.
that?
Yes.
How it's just kind of created a different, with the spike, we've got circle focals, we've got, our greenery. This is a spike. We've got
You
textures.
have some floppy things.
Yeah. And so I usually in my market bouquet do about, 25 stems for $25, which is a bargain.
Yes, it
I feel like-
is.
I feel like definitely that's a good local price at the farmer's market. So I don't-
Yes.
I hope I can keep my prices, but we'll see for next year.
Well, but, and we understand, I mean, you have to charge. Look at all the work that you do.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
People should realize that a farmer just isn't there for their own glory,
Right.
that we're doing it for the people of Cleveland County and parts unknown, but we can't do it for free.
Right, you're right. And I do sell, I do have 2 markets that I sell at. I sell Kings Mountain, is fairly new market. That one is 3 years old, and I've been at Mount Holly for 6 years.
Oh,
So, and I did
sure.
sell at Shelby for a while.
You did, that's where we
Yeah,
met.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right, which is a precious market. I love that market. So after I get done putting the stems all together, I just kind of get my cutters out and I cut them all level. And what I tell my customers when they buy bouquets from me, the number one question is, how can I make my flowers last longer?
Yes, yes.
So the key to that is clean water. So you strip the stems. Any part of the flower stem that's going to be in water should not have any debris on it.
Okay, that's
Because-
a good rule of thumb.
The bacteria will grow if there's that. So that's the first thing I say. So I try to strip the stems, but I say when you get your bouquet home, make sure, because they're going to design it differently and make it different sizes. So strip your stems and cut them frequently and change the water.
Now, I notice you cut them straight across. I always try to cut them at a bias.
Yep, and that is the best thing to do, but when you're cutting
Okay.
so many all at once.
I see, I see.
just do the shave down, because what the next step I do is I get a rubber band, and when I'm at the farmer's market, you know, we're outside,
Right.
and it's hot, it's usually hot, so I have this water container, and so I want to my goal is to make sure all the stems contact the water. So I go ahead and rubber band it once, and then for presentation, let's put it in this bouquet wrap.
Oh, that's what this is for.
So we just lay it down,
Oh, yes.
and then I've got my staple gun, and we just kind of close it up and staple it, and then we have a better
Oh,
presented bouquet.
Sandy, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
how lovely.
It's for you.
Well, thank you. I'll take it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and then I do add water, and that's where I just, because I cut so many stems that I don't try to do the angle thing. I just have to do what I got to do.
So,
But
but really,
that's-
when you get home, you should cut them at a bias.
Yeah, so when you get home, you don't necessarily have to cut right away, but the next time you change the water, I would do that.
Yes.
Obviously you're going to pick your vase, so when you're doing that, you could recut them again and design.
Sure.
But a lot of people, I've asked my customers over the years, do you just take your bouquet home and throw it in a vase? Or do you take it home and like divide it up, change the angles, do your own design? But I say half and half. Half
I
the
would
people
say
just swap
so.
it into the vase,
I would say
which
so.
I feel like designing in the vase is one of the most fun
Fun,
parts about it.
yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
No,
No.
I'm the one that would just put it
Would
in
you
a vase.
plop it in the vase? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, this is lovely. I do want to make a point to note that you do have a refrigeration unit, and that's so when you prepare your bouquets, you can keep them at a cooler temperature and preserve them till you get them to where you're taking them.
Yes, so that's the cooler that I have over here is set around 43 degrees, 24/7. And yes, when I harvest, not all flowers like to go into a cooler, but I would say the majority of them are okay being in there for at least one night. So I use the cooler more probably for, say, certain specific flowers that I want to control the opening of the bloom. So like when I harvest my sunflowers, I harvest them, I try to, it's hard, but I try to, the sunflower is a good example, because when you harvest a sunflower properly, it should be in almost closed stage.
And
Maybe-
that's right as it's starting to
Yes.
open. Okay.
You'll see a little lift of a couple petals, and that's when you pick. That's when you harvest it. Then I take those into the cooler because it'll stop them from opening so fast. So it gives me a little more time, because sunflowers out in the field will blow open within 6 hours. And when you're trying to sell them or use them in bouquets at a certain time, you got to figure out that timing process. So that's where the cooler really pays off. Because my market flowers I really do harvest on Thursdays, so people are really getting the freshest product that I can give them. I don't take flowers out of the cooler that have been sitting in there for a week or so and then take them to the market. So I don't really use that a whole lot besides with the sunflowers.
Right. Oh,
during the
okay.
market season.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now tulips are a whole different story. There's a bunch of different flowers that you want to control the opening, and that's when I use the cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
fascinating. Aren't we learning a lot? All right, well, we're going to move on to something else, Sandy, so thank
Okay.
you for this.
Yes. So fun.
Stand by.
Hi, I'm Shara Miller, the host of Artworks. Each month we bring to you wonderful, talented artists from here in Cleveland County and the region. We have artists, we have potters, we have painters, we have musicians, we have actors. We just have wonderful artists that come to you and tell you about all that they're doing, their creativity, what inspires them. Join me here on Artworks each month on C19. You can also watch us online at c19.tv.
All right, Sandy. Well, here we are in what you love to play in, I'm sure. There was a little bit that we were there behind by your working building, but out here is where you can play.
Yes, out here is where the majority of my rows of flowers are. Behind us, we have amaranth. Again, that's more of a wholesale product. Don't use it in the bouquets. I do have the celosia here. A lot of celosia, zinnias. With the hot weather, those are some of the popular ones right now to grow. And I do have, the zinnias are over there, cosmos. Got that, like from the bouquet we made, you can kind of see some of the stuff we put in that bouquet.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, and more butterflies out here. I ought to let the cooperative extension know that you have all these flowers.
Yes.
That we can come out and do a pollen or a what am I trying to say?
Like the pollen count or
pollen
identification?
Yes.
Anytime.
That would be wonderful. Look at the bees out here.
Mhm.
So, and this just goes on and on, folks. But I want you all to know and to be able to access Sandy and maybe take some of her classes. So, are you able to do that off the cuff?
Sure. So I do have some dates coming up in October and November for my classes, and I'll be advertising that, and you can find me on my social media pages. I do have Instagram and Facebook, Little Big Sky Flowers, And also my webpage is littlebigskyflowers.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can find me there. I do keep pretty active. I post, or I'm on there at least weekly. You can email me, you can reach out to me, message me. I'm always checking my messages. So yeah, if you need flowers or any want to do pollinator counts, you want to come to a
sure.
workshop,
Sure.
just contact me. I'm open. I'm willing.
Oh, well,
it's a lot of fun.
It's wonderful, Sandy. And we'll have your phone number.
Yes.
Can they access you through the phone number as well?
Yes, I do believe that's on my website. Yep, phone number and
Okay.
email is on my website.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
Tim can also add that under your name, maybe.
Right.
However
okay.
he does that.
Definitely.
So this is just
Yeah.
thrilling. I had absolutely no idea, Sandy, that it was as lovely or as prolific or the variety.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So thank you for being so creative.
And stay tuned till spring, because spring's got even more beautiful flowers.
Who knew? All right, be sure to watch. Thank you.
Here in Cleveland County, many children struggle to develop due to the lack of guidance and shortage of positive role models. At the Boys and Girls Club, we make it our team's mission to aid your child in becoming a better student and, more importantly, a better person with a brighter future.
When your child comes to the club, you can be assured they are being guided in a manner that is beneficial to the growth as an adult that is visible in their lives. Please consider giving your child the opportunity to be the absolute best they can possibly be.
Please support your local Boys and Girls Club today.
Looking for a smarter start to your future? Welcome to Cleveland Community College, where big dreams begin close to home. Whether you're launching a new career, transferring to a four-year university, or building skills to level up, Cleveland Community College gives you the power to go further without the big price tag. With small class sizes, real-world training, and programs in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, IT, and more, we're here to help you succeed from day one. Affordable, accredited, and all about you. Enroll today and take your next step at Cleveland Community College.
Cleveland Community College has identified strengthening online learning as the topic for its quality enhancement plan. We're calling it SOUL. SOUL's 5-year implementation plan is focused on continuous improvement of online courses and promoting student success. We're excited for you to take this journey with us.